Monday morning thoughts from the park. Still sticking with my I'm not going to work on Monday mornings thing. This morning I have been for a swim. I only did a short one today. It was 1200 metres. That's 5.2 kilometres I've swum in the last 3 days. The reason it was short is because I went for physio today. Now, we had a discussion at physio about the iWALK. The idea was for me to use it before I got the prosthetic, but the vascular team were insistent we couldn't do that, so it didn't work out like that. And then the prosthetic came along and the limb centre said, oh, what's the point of that? We just go straight to the leg. So I wanted to see what the physio thought, because I was still wondering about using it for massage rather than kneeling on a wheelie stool. But we've had a discussion about it. He's had a look at it. Now, the thing that worried me right from the beginning was that it's got a very small foot compared to a foot on a prosthetic, which makes it feel quite unstable compared to a prosthetic leg, even with crutches. Now, I haven't used it. I didn't even want to, but the prosthetic leg has never bothered me. Off I went. Although I'm not completely weight bearing on it yet, it doesn't bother me and I don't feel unsafe. So we've decided to can the idea of the iWALK because there's too much danger of toppling over, especially backwards, and that would mean that I would land on the stump and that would be terrible. So we are going to box it back up and sell it again and not use it, because we are going to stick with the prosthetic leg and work towards those goals. I asked him how long he thought it might take, and we are aiming for maybe at some point in January, possibly, adding the second physio in and starting the intensive physio mid-Jan, and hoping by the Jan-Feb to be onto one crutch, and then maybe Feb-March to be onto no crutches. That's the rough goal. But obviously if it happens sooner, that'll make me happier. But I need to be realistic at the same time. We don't want to go too fast and risk breakdown of the scarring and things like that, and put me back in a wheelchair. So I'm going to listen and do things properly. So that is the new goals for the leg. I have walked from the car round to the band rotunda here. It's the first seat on the rotunda, and the last time I did this I was on crutches on one foot. My one foot feels a lot better when it's got another one to help it. I'm not going to go all the way around, but I might go to the next seat tomorrow and we'll build it up gradually. So I'm going to go off and enjoy the rest of my sunny day before I go to work at 4 o'clock. The first time I have got 3 appointments almost back to back, 15-minute gap in between them. See how I manage. I would like to say that the walking is feeling more normal, but it's not. It's anything but normal. But what I think is happening is that I'm getting used to the new weirdness, and the fact that the weight is around the knee, and the fact I've got to use my glute and hamstring instead of my ankle because I don't have one, and I can walk a little bit faster than to begin with. So it's just a case of practice, practice, practice. Getting in and out of a car is proving to be a bit of a challenge when you can't fully bend your knee and you can't move your ankle at all. Now, I've had to work on this really hard now. I still haven't quite got it. But what I've discovered is if I put the foot in first and take the foot out last, then it's slightly better. But it only works if I get the foot in the right place before I begin. Otherwise, I get my toes stuck under the pedals and all sorts of things. Feeling pretty happy today because I have just finished my first PT session on 2 feet. Now, I am pretty stable while standing still. I'm able to demonstrate some of the exercises while standing still without crutches. I just wouldn't dare take a step. So what I did was crutches, 2 feet and a chair. We got rid of the wheelchair this time and everything went really well. So I'm feeling pretty happy. Small steps. Small steps. Another good day has been had, ticking off the tiny triumphs one by one.